What's up, YouTube? So today we are gonna be repainting the rear end of this vehicle, of my car. I haven't told anybody this yet, but this piece and this piece right here is actually plastic dip. So today I'm gonna peel off that plastic dip and paint it gloss black just to match with the front end. If you haven't seen that video, I'll leave a link right here for you guys. But before we do that, I need to pick up some supplies and wash my car. For any of you professional painter out there knows that you can't wash your car after 5 to 6 days after the paint, just wait for it to cure. So I'm gonna have to go ahead and clean it, and she definitely needed wash, and she's dirty as fuck. All right, let's get today started. Pull that car out. As you can see, let me see if I can peel it off. Yep, it's coming off. God damn it. It helps pretty well. It's been, I want to say 3 to 4 years. I'm just gonna finish this up and then I'll get back to you guys. So update, I got a little tired, but yeah, apparently I didn't put enough coating on the plastic dip when I painted it a long time ago. But I tried something. Got me a can of brake clean, sprayed it. I don't even have to let it soak. Look, I can just run my finger through it, come right off. See it? Come right off. Works perfectly. So I'm just gonna get that knocked out real quick and then I'll be right back. Okay, so a lot of tissues and brake clean later. Managed to get all the plastic dip out. I really do recommend using brake clean if you try peeling it off and it's coming out really thin. Literally took me about 20 minutes, which if I stood there and peel it would have took me about maybe an hour or two just to get them all off. But yeah, time to prep it. I'm just gonna sand it down and then get ready for paint. All right, got everything sanded down. Just gotta tape it off. I hope I have some tape, or this will be enough, but we'll see. For the exhaust, I'm gonna use some plastic bag, put it over the exhaust tip, and I really hope I got some enough tape and some paper. All right, got everything outlined it. Let me find some paper and finish masking up the rest. All right, before I start, Just a pro tip, when you use these bags to cover up paint, make sure you tie it because they will flop around when you paint and they will touch the paint. After you get it on, tie it, do a blow test, just blow at it and make sure it doesn't touch the paint. And I think I'm straight. Just gotta do the other side and I'll wrap everything up. Let me get you an example. So this one I didn't tie it down yet, so watch this. See how this area here flop up? I don't know if you can, I don't know if the camera caught that, but it flopped up and it touched a little bit right here. And that will mess up your paint. Unless you're doing a plastic dip, I mean, you can always fix it, but yeah, so if you're using paint, definitely want to tie this down. All right, luckily I was able to find some more tape. But pro tip for anyone masking this up using these paper, a lot of people tend to forget about these holes right here, where the stapler are for the pages. When you do rip them out, make sure you do tape them up because a lot of people do forget them. And when you spray them and they unmask it, they see a couple dots. So you definitely want to tape them up. Another thing is when you mask them, you can see in here, you see these red right here, those are inside of it. So I'm not really worried too much about it. When you tape it, you can kind of bend it, keep bending it slowly, so you're able to save a little bit more tape than just tear them up, tape it over, tear it up, tape it over. Or what you can do is tape straight across, get a razor, cut right here, and just bend this one down a little bit, bend this one down a little bit. That will save you a lot more tape than normal, but I'm running low on tape, so I'm just bending it as much as I can, and I don't have a razor. And make sure you go over your area, because see this area here, I didn't tape up perfectly, so you gotta patch that up slight. And yeah, go over all your taping area. Make sure there's no open area, no open holes, anything. And make sure everything is covered perfectly before you actually start painting. What I did was after I sand it down, I spray it down with brake clean, wipe it off. Brake clean is safe to use for paint, people, so it's okay. At least these are. After that, I'm gonna spray it on the rag, wipe it down again, just in case before, you know, dirt or debris got on it while the time, or oil, fingers, over my fingers got on it when I was taping it. So it's best to do it twice. Better safe than sorry. So let me just finish up this process and paint it because it's getting dark. I'm losing sunlight. One more thing, I do recommend taping the paper first instead of holding the paper like this and then taping it, because it's a lot harder to hold it while in place while taping it down at the same time, pulling out the tape and everything. If you just tape the paper first, I literally can just do this with one hand, like so. See, super easy. Tape the paper first, then just put it anywhere you want. Like I said, make sure you tape up those holes. It's also recommend having some like large bags to cover your overspray area, but I'm not really concerned about that. I am planning to paint the car in the future, and if not, I can always buff it out. All right, once you got everything taped off, clean everything like I said before, and let your spray paint soak in like a hot water or so, or if you're in the summer, let it sit in the sun. Just gotta clean out the surface area one more time, and then I'm just gonna spray the first coat of primer. Spray a little bit of brake clean on the rag. Go over everything one more time, because there might be some area that I may or may not have got earlier as well. Yeah, see? Go over everything again. Not much there. They dry pretty quick, so I can just go ahead and put the first coat of paint. finally got proper lighting. Should have been doing that for the first couple of coats, but hey. This is on my third coat. I might do a couple more just to give me a little bit more leeway to sand stuff down, make everything smooth. And this is why I use proper lighting, so you don't make runs. Oh well, at least it's a primer. I can just sand that down and start painting. Yeah, if you use proper lighting, you're able to tell which area you paint already, you've gone through already and stuff, so you wouldn't get runs. Yeah. First coat is on. I do recommend the VHT engine or the wheel one. For some reason, the engine works a little cheaper, cause you know, exhaust tip is hot, and their spray pattern is a lot better than the other spray paint or the other brand that you can find at AutoZone. But yeah, the pattern is always consistent and the spray is always nice and smooth. Depends on how you shake it, of course. But like I said, always do a test sprays. That was my test sprays to kind of push out all the, you see those dots right there? Even after the test sprays, there were a little bit of build up or dots a little bit here and there. Or splats, I like to call them. But yeah, I always spray them just so when you spray the first coat, it's nice and even. See, as it did in other more test sprays. It's nice and smooth afterwards. I didn't paint this side yet because I had to sand it down a little bit and add a little bit more primer and sand it down some more. I'm waiting for it to dry, sand it down again, and paint it. Round two. You can go a little bit thicker on too, second coat. I used to like to go a little thicker, so when you lay it on smooth, but not too thick where it starts running. Basically where you just want it to kind of covers everything. Like so. Smooth, no runs. It should be dry enough to sand, so we'll see. All right, I got everything sanded down. Let's do this final coat of primer and just paint it. Okay. I'm not gonna go too heavy. Just a little bit, enough to cover the scratches and stuff and make it smooth. And I'm gonna do a first coat, do a third coat on that, second coat, and probably first coat, wait 5 minutes, second coat while I paint those two, and probably come back for a third coat just to make them all even. Like I said, you don't want enough to run, just enough to make it smooth. See how smooth that is? Nice, that's just exactly what I wanted. No orange peel or minimum orange peel. Same thing here. Need to cover the bottom a little bit more, but yeah, minimum orange peel. Did first coat on that. Yeah, first coat right here, and hopefully this bug doesn't freaking touch my paint. Gotta kill it. All right, so second coat. I usually go nice and slow. Try not to stay in the same spot though. Make sure they're all even and about 6 inches away from where I'm painting. Yeah, trying to get inside the crevices. Just like so, nice and even. Nice and even all around. I'm gonna let these dry a little bit more and then add another coat. Alright, on to the clear. Okay. Okay, that should be fine. It looks a little milky until it dries up. then it'll be glossier. Okay, coat number 2. Okay guys, this is gonna be the last coat for the night. Test spray. Okay, so far so good. And I can go ahead and peel off the paper now and see the final result in a few minutes. Alright guys, that's gonna be it for today's video. I hope you guys enjoy the content, and I hope you guys like the rear end as much as I do. If you do, give me a thumbs up and subscribe for more TL content. Alright, deuces.